Hello, welcome back to my page. Yes, so in my last video, someone requested that I should record a video for this book, Worry No They Carry Last by Ide Day. I hope that's how they pronounce the name. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a chapter by chapter summary. I'm going to be talking about the characters in the book. I will also talk about the themes in the book. I also need to let you know that watching this video does not mean you shouldn't read the book, please. This is just me summarizing the book to you in the best way I can. And all the images here, they are just to represent the characters in the novel. I want you to know that it's not like they are real, right? Okay. So just to give you images to, I mean, when you're thinking of the book, you have an image in your head, right? So without taking too much of your time, let me just get right into it. So this novel is actually about the journey of Okiemute, right? So Okiemute is a determined young man, from Warri, and he he moved to Lagos. Okemute moved to Lagos and he strives to uplift his family, from poverty. So right here, the picture here shows how him getting leaving Warri, for Lagos. So he's a recent graduate in physics education and he has his passion for information technology, right? So he decides to leave Warri for Lagos, to pursue better opportunities. This guy, we can describe him as a fresh graduate, who has a big dream. He packs his bag, hugs his family, and heads for Lagos because he believes deep down that worry no dey carry last. So he has to make it no matter what. He has to make it. So let's move on. So right here, arriving in Lagos, he reconnects with his friend Bola. So the major person here is Bola and Okemute. The third person in this picture is just like a friend that came to visit. That wasn't in the novel. It's just me trying to make it interesting, right? So Okemute reconnect with his friend Bola, and Bola offers him accommodation. While at Bola's house, he starts teaching in a private school during the day, and and then in the evenings he attends tech seminars. So for you to know how much you love IT, so he aims to break into the tech industry, you know. So he attends tech seminars, to prepare for a future that he has dreamed of, a future that hasn't yet arrived, a future that is longing for. So moving on, yes, you can see Okemute in the bus, Lagos bus. So right here, Okemute lands an interview at Forlong Technologies. So and then this technology could be like a big break for him, but on his way to the place, something funny happens. So he ends up keeping a change that is meant for an elderly passenger. That's why I put 100 naira in his hand. Excuse me. So he ends up keeping change meant for an elderly passenger, you know. So it's actually not because he's a wicked person, right? But let's just say he's just trying to showcase that, oh, he's street smart, like well, they carry last. But one funny thing is that this kind of things, they definitely have consequences, right? So moving on, yes. So see him at the interview. Yes. So in an attempt to secure a job, Okemute tries to scam a company executive, right? Unaware of this person identity, you know. I don't know why he did that. I don't know. So he tries to like play a fast one. He attempts to scam someone. He doesn't realize that this person is actually the executive of the company he wants to work for. You know, this could have ended his dreams, but life can be funny. Life surprises him, and this man sees his hunger, his honesty, and offers him a second chance. So it's like the plan backfires. but his honesty and determination sort of impressed the executive, and you know they offered him a second chance. Right. So moving to the next one, we have here Okiemute finally broke into tech. So this is him right here breaking into tech. So his skills earn him a position at Four Long Technologies. That's the second chance I was talking about. So he grabs it with both hands. He develops a software solution and sells it to Four Long Technologies. And the payment comes in bits, but it's still something big, sha. So like he received payment in installments. So this moment kind of marks his first real step into tech, and then his passion is now finally like paying off. So moving on, here look at two lovebirds texting one another. Yes, so here we can see Okemute in the office and this other lady at the other side. Her name is Sandra. So Sandra is now falling in love with Okemute. Abi, let's say Okemute is falling for Sandra. So it's actually very interesting because I think there's a strict company policies in their workplace that is against relationships. So Okemute kind of developed a covert communication app to stay connected with his love interest. So he codes a private messaging app, and that helps himself and his lover to communicate, and this also help his friend Bola as well. So moving on, I said it helped his friend in the sense that Bola also has think should we call it fling, a love interest as well, and you Okemuti also help Bola in doing the same, in connecting with his love interest. So moving on, I hope you have subscribed to my channel and I hope you found this very interesting. Okay, so I'm trying my best possible not to make it boring. You get that's why I'm narrating it like this. So I hope you like it and I hope you will subscribe to my page and I hope you will share with your friends who are also reading the book. So right here we can see police officers with some guys. So something happened. You know how it is in Nigeria, police and stereotyping. So right here one night, Okemite and his friends are stopped by police. And what was their crime? They look too fresh and they're carrying laptops. So even after showing their ID, they are detained, you know. And this actually, we can say, highlights what's it called now? Societal prejudice. You know how they just stereotype you because you are young and you are tech savvy. You have laptop and all. I can remember police slapping my brother because he's a graphic guy. Sorry for another day. Let's just focus on this story. So we came to here with his friends, profiled by the police as the first star due to his tech background. And despite presenting identification, they detained him, highlighting societal prejudice against young tech savvy individuals. So let's move on. All right, moving on. This guy here checking his phone, from being happy to checking his phone. So this guy is the house master. So Kemute frequently sends money to the house master. The house master is a former school senior who says his mother is sick, right? Meanwhile, his mom was not sick. And when Okemute finds out, he feels used, betrayed, and then he starts to realize that not everyone actually deserves your soft art, you know. So because of that, I think that would make Okemute to change, on how he gives to people, most likely. So moving on, please do well to read this book. Oh, don't say because you've watched my summary, you now have the full knowledge of the book. Please do well to read the book. So moving on, we have here Okemute, the period where he tend to pause and reflect, He looked back at all the turns, the good and bad, the street tricks, the him scamming, him doing the streetwise thing, these wins, you know, the arrest and all of that. And he realizes that success isn't just about hustle, it's also about character. So, he realized that he needs to live with so much integrity, and with more purpose. There's nothing like what they carry last year. You have to live a good life. So he reflects on his journey, acknowledging the moral compromises he made, and then he realizes that true success isn't just about being street smart, but also about integrity, about making ethical choices, right? So, to the final part here, Okiemute returns to Warri, not as the boy who left, but as the man who has grown. He has something to offer now. He's stronger, wiser, and ready to lift others. And through it all, one thing remained true: what we really know they carry last, because Okemute did not carry last. So, having achieved professional success, personal growth, he returns to Warri to support his family, embodying the resilience and determination that is encapsulated in that phrase, the title of the novel, Worry No Dey Carry Last. I hope you found the summary interesting. I believe that the summary is summary because it's very short, right? And I think it will give you um I mean a good knowledge of what the whole story is all about. So please do well to read the book. Right now, let's get right into the characters. So I'm going to start with Okemute or Genekokwo. Yeah. So this man, we can call him the hustler with a heart. The hustler with a heart. So this is the main character. He's smart, he's ambitious, he's funny, he can be morally torn at times. So this is a young man from Warri who leaves his hometown to also in Lagos. This guy is tech savvy and he's determined to lift his family out of poverty, and he's often guided by street wisdom. When someone is streetwise, this is how they run street, right? So he makes some wrong choices but learns from them and grows, right? So we can say that this guy here represents a resilient Nigerian youth that is trying to balance his ambition with integrity in a very tough system. So we can say this guy is our guy. He's very smart, sharp, worry boy, who knows book and then he knows streets. So he doesn't come from wealth, but he carries something stronger, which is hope that everything will turn out fine at the end of it all. So he leaves his home, not because he's running from home, but because he's running towards something bigger. He has a bigger dream, a better life for his family. He makes mistakes, some serious ones, but he learns, he grows, and then is proof that even when life throws mud at you, a determined person will still what? Will still shine. So that's who Okemute Ogenekokwo is. Yeah. So let's move to the next person. Look at the guy here. This is Bola. Yes. So Bola is the friendly roommate. His role, Okemute's first Lagos connection. So Bola is also street smart, helpful, right? He gives Okemute a place to stay and helps him settle into Lagos life. He also gets caught up in trying to maintain a secret office romance, which adds humor to the story. So this Bola is the kind of friend you pray to meet in a very strange city or in a strange city. He's like the first hand that helps Okemute stand in Lagos. When people tell you are going to Lagos, the reality of it is having someone to stay with when you get to that Lagos. And thank God Bola showed up for Kimute. So he offers him shelter, shows him the ropes, and also he was a bit distracted. He got caught up in a secret affair in his office, that brings his own wahala. So we can say Bola is also not perfect, but he's a very, very jovial person. right? So Bola, we can say Bola reminds us of the everyday Lagos boy trying to survive, at the same time chase love, and then keep his head above water all at once, all at once. So moving on to the next person, we have Sandra. Sandra. So before I tell you about Sandra, if you have not liked this video, please click on the like button. That thumbs up. Please do well to click on it right now. And please subscribe to my channel. I beg you. This is how to motivate me to do more. Subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question, you have any book, you have any correction, you have any observations, please do well to drop your comment. I'll be in the comment section to reply and to answer your questions. So, Sandra, the beautiful Sandra, this is Okiemute's romantic interest. She's caring, supportive, also discreet. So, this is a colleague at Forlong Technologies. So, she becomes Okiemute's partner and, office sweethearts, right? She doesn't make noise, but her presence speaks volumes. So in the office, let's say their love is like a secret mission. They don't do PDA, that's public display of affection, just coded messages, and quiet support so that no one will know. So Sandra is the type that won't drag you on social media, but she will hold you when life is falling apart. She's like a strong support system for Okemute, you know supporting him through ups and downs. So she shows us, we can say that this Sandra shows up the power of quiet women, the ones who fight battles with loyalty, without doing too much. Look at how she supports Okemute emotionally, and all of that. So that is Sandra for you. Let's move to the next person. All right, here we have the house master, the guy that was collecting alerts, that lied that his own mom is sick. You can imagine. So this guy is smiling, smiling betrayer. Former school senior of Okemute that turned to manipulative dependent. Excuse me. So this guy is corny, he's deceptive, so entitled. So Okemute sent money to house master, believing he's caring for a sick mother, only to find out it was all a lie. He's like those people that who act like they need help, only to be the ones using you. You know, Now he's just milking sympathy by claiming his mother is sick, and Okemute doing the good boy, keep sending money until the truth slaps, him. So we can see that this house master represents what happens when people use poverty as an excuse to be manipulative, And it's also a reminder that not everyone who begs is broken. Not everyone who begs is broke, right? Not everyone who begs is broke. So let's move on to the next character, the executive. So this guy here, the influential figure who gives Okemute a second chance. I just use this picture to represent him. The person that gave Okemute the second chance. So this guy is observant. You can say that he's a fair person and he's discerning. I mean, he saw that there is more to Okemute and he gave him another chance. So after like imagine trying to scam someone and then it turns out they are the one interviewing you. So that's what happened to Kimothy. But instead of destroying him, this man here saw something good inside him and he didn't just forgive him, he invested in him. So we can say that this man shows us that leadership should, I mean, what leadership should look like, seeing potential, not just the flaws of that person. And then he's also proved that some second chances, can change everything. I mean, look at what Okemute turns out to become because of this man's second chance offer. So look at our dear police officers. These guys here, they are like the mirror of prejudice. They represent societal prejudice. These guys, they're aggressive, they do wrong profiling. So these guys, Okemute and his friends were not arrested for stealing, not for fraud, not for drugs, just for looking successful, right? So because I mean, in their own word, they believe that young men with laptops, right, and confidence are guilty until proven innocent. So this officer shows us the bitter truth of how society can judge by your skin, your style, your swag, and they remind us that not every threat wears a hoodie. Not every threat wears a hoodie. They are representing government, meanwhile, they are even like a major threat to our lives. So, moving on to the last character before I move to the themes. Yes, Okemute's family, they are like his motivation, the reason he ran to the city. So they may not say much in the book, but they are like the reason behind every move Okemute makes, every job, every seminar, every night of hunger. He carries them in his heart. Because in Nigeria, success is never just personal. You are striving to be able to uplift your other family members. So this is family represent the burden and inspiration of family responsibility, which is like a common thing, a common Nigerian reality. So they represent the load many of us carry in our hearts, being the hope of our family, even when we are still figuring out our own path. So this story is not just about Warri or Lagos, it's about people. People like you and me, we are flawed, we are funny, we are fierce, and at the end, one thing stand tall, Warri no they carry last. So neither do the people who carry hope, people who carry grief, people who carry truth in their hearts. We know they carry last. So if you're enjoying the video, please subscribe, like the video, and please share with your friends. Please don't keep it to yourself, share with your friends. Let's move on to the themes. So the first theme I'm going to be talking about the Osu and Survivor. Without me talking about this theme, I believe that you should even you should be able to talk about it. So what does it mean? It means that life is tough. Yes, life is tough, especially for young people trying to succeed. You have to be smart, you have to be strong, and sometimes take risk to survive. So in this story, Okemute leaves Warri for Lagos, not because it is easy, but because he wants a better life. He teaches, attend tech trainings, and even makes mistakes, all just to like survive and make something of himself. And this theme reflects what many young Nigerians go through. Doing everything they can to make it in this harsh world. So Okemute didn't leave Warri because Lagos was soft. He left because he had no choice. You know, Teaches by day, studies tech by night, and still finds time to chase interviews in between. Because when you come from where he comes from, survival is a skill, not just with your hands, but with your head. So this team also and survival, if they ask you to discuss the teams in this, story, you can talk about also and survivor. That is the life of an average young Nigeria. This is the also so many Nigerian youth know too well. You have to do it by fire, by force grind just to move forward. So I believe you should be able to explain this with what the explanation I just gave you now. And if you want me to explain further, please comment below. Let's move on to the next theme. So another theme that we can pick in the book is integrity over smartness. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe now, and please turn on your notification bell so you will know when I drop other videos. And if you have other books that you want me to talk about, please let me know. Let me know. So integrity over smartness. Now, what does this mean? It means being smart is good, right? But being honest is better. See how street smart want to put this guy Okemute into trouble. So sometimes people try to cut corners to win, but it doesn't always work. So in this story, Okemute tries to scam someone to get ahead and finds out the man is a company executive. So, but instead of punishing him, the man gives him a second chance. Okemute learns that real success must come with integrity. Because imagine the man did not even give him a second chance, but the man did anyways. So, why this matter? It teaches us that being clever without character may work for a while, but it won't take you far. So, integrity should come over smartness. So, you see, being smart will open doors, but character keeps them open. Yeah, character keeps that door open. It won't close it. So Okemute us, try to cut corners, even lie to someone just to get ahead. But life flipped the script, and the man he tried to scam turned to be a big shot. But thank God for second chance. Anyways, thank God for second chance. But this is just to let you know that thank God he didn't lose everything, but he would have or he could have, lost everything. So the man saw past the mistake and came to learn that smartness without honesty is short-lived. So you should be able to talk about this thing. This thing reminds us that wisdom is knowing when to be clever and when to be what? To be sincere. So you might need to jot things down, and then put it into writing in your own words. So let's move on to the next theme. So the next theme is peer pressure and deception. What does it mean? Peer pressure and deception. It means that sometimes the people we trust can lie to us or lead us into wrong things. So it's easy to be deceived when you just want to help. Look at what the house master did. That deception. So we can see the theme of deception. House master deceiving Okiemute. House master lies to Okiemute about his mother being sick just to collect money from him regularly. And I feel like it is because of peer pressure. Like he's not using the money to take care of his mother. He just wants to show to people that he has money. So it's still peer pressure. Maybe he's surrounded with a lot of friends, that has money, and they also want to show them that he also has money. So Okiemute feels betrayed after discovering this truth. So it shows how people can take advantage of kindness and why we must learn to be kind but be wise. So we have all had that one person who played on our emotions, and for Kemute, it was housemaster. He painted a sad story about a sick mother and collected money regularly, but the story was fake. So this theme is a wake-up call. Kindness is good, but wisdom protects it. Not everyone deserves not everyone deserves your money. Okay. So let's move on to the next theme. I hope you're enjoying this video. All right, the next theme, the Lagos reality. The Lagos reality. What does this mean? So, living in a big city like Lagos comes with its own set of challenges. We have housing problems, we have job hunting, police harassment, and even survivor stress. So, Okemute faces a lot, searching for a job, getting arrested for looking like a Yahoo boy, and trying to manage an office romance without losing his job. So this shows how tough it is for Nigerian youth, especially those who move to cities with big dreams. You know, Lagos traffic will test your patience, landlord will test your bank account, and survivor is like a full-time job in Lagos. So Okemute deals with all of this, struggling to find work, falling in love at the wrong place, and even getting arrested for looking like he has money, right? So that's the Lagos reality that the how do I call it now? The author, made us see in this novel. So this theme captures the Lagos many people know, the fast, demanding, and full of surprises Lagos. We are almost done. Let's move on to the next theme. So we have growth and redemption. This is Okemute here reflecting. So what does this mean? It means when we make mistakes, we can change, we can grow, and become better people. Okemute makes a few strong decisions, but he learns from them. He becomes more mature, more focused, and more determined to live right. So this theme gives hope. You know, it says that even if you fall, you can still rise. So Kemute didn't get everything right. I mean, he fell more than once, but he rose every single time. So he looked at who he was and chose to become better, not just for show, but from the inside out. So this theme is hope in action, a reminder that we are all allowed to grow as long as we are willing to learn. So as long as we are willing to learn, we are allowed to what? To grow. Moving on to the next theme, we have the theme of stereotyping and discrimination, police and stereotyping, 5 and 6, 6 and 7. So people are sometimes judged based on how they look, how they dress or speak, without knowing their real story. And that's the case of Okiemute here. Okiemute and his friends are profiled by the police because they look too fresh and they have gadgets. Even though they are working hard, they are treated like criminals. So this theme speaks to what many young people face today, being misjudged and mistreated just because of how they appear. So imagine being judged for just dressing well or holding a laptop or working with confidence. That's exactly what happened to Kimchi and his friends. And the police didn't see their dreams, just their clothes, their gadget, their skin, and also this theme speaks to a bitter truth. How people are treated not by who they are, but by what other assumes they are. Moving on to the last thing before I end this video, please subscribe. If you are still watching, please subscribe. Just click that button, that subscribe button, just click it. Yes, yes. Have you done that? All right, thank you for doing that. So, family responsibility is another theme. What does this mean? Many young people carry the weight of taking care of their families. Their dreams are not just for themselves, but for those they love. So in this story, Okemute wants to succeed not just for his own sake, but to support his family back in Warri. So this theme shows why many young people push themselves so hard because they are carrying the dreams of others too. I mean, look at Okemute. Okemute doesn't just dream for himself. Every night he thinks of Warri, he thinks of his mom, his siblings, his people. He pushes himself not just to blow, but to lift the people behind him. So this is the weight many young people carry quietly, you know, sacrifice wrapped in silence. So that will be all. Thank you for watching till the end. So you see that Warri No They Carry Last isn't just a catchy title, it's a story filled with the real fights. Fight for survival, fight for identity, fight for family, and for truth. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. Thank you. Please do well to subscribe, like, and share. Bye.